Hi, happy Wednesday. Welcome back to TPC Live. I am Cherie Harris, and I am so happy to be here once again with my sister, Miss Akrama Muhammad, director and founder of the Pieces Collective. How are you doing, Miss Muhammad, today? How are you?
Greetings, sister. Good to see you.
Greeting.
Really been looking forward to tonight.
Yeah, we had so much fun last time. I could not wait to just let my hair down, get my tea together, burn my candle, and talk to my girl. I cannot wait.
It's the end
So,
of a long day.
ma'am, the holidays and everything else going on, and work still happens, right? So, we got to keep that going with everything else.
Going.
But we got a lot to cover today. I'm really excited. We are going to be talking about lazy but creative ways to rap, and I'm loving that. Right? I mean, rapping is one of the biggest tasks that we have to do for the holidays. So what do you have to say about gift wrapping? And are you a good rapper? You mean, are you like neat and tidy?
No, in fact, that was one of the things that gave me anxiety when I was in that mode. Wrapping the gifts because I love to see beautifully wrapped gifts, and people who can do that have a real skill. You know, like when I don't know if they still have it at the department stores, but you used to be able to go to the department store and go to the gift wrap section, and they would have experts back there wrapping gifts. They look so elaborate and beautiful with all types of bows. So I really admire and respect people who are patient enough and detailed enough to be able to gift wrap. But I'm not one of those. I was just happy when when these came in.
I'm saying, right? The gift bag was the saving grace for us all, right?
Exactly.
I'm telling you.
Exactly.
But, we want to put a little bit more effort into things. And today we're going to really share how you can actually use a gift to gift wrap. And you're actually giving someone two gifts in one. So, but before we get into the whole gift wrapping thing, I do want to introduce a couple of products. And we're going to start with tote bags. So,
Ooh.
Akrama, do you want to tell us about the tote bags? I mean, everybody loved the segment last week when we showed the big bag and all the other things. Teachers were excited about it. So, what do
Yeah.
you have for us today?
Well, of course, tote bags are near and dear to my heart because when I decided that I was no longer going to be in the corporate world and I wanted to do something that was creative and find something to sustain myself, I went to making the tote bag. So I harkened back to sewing, which my grandmother, Frances Robinson, taught me how to do, and my mother as well. And I started making these tote bags, and I made them out of bright colors and took them to the market. It was like a garden of tote bags, and people really liked them. So as time went on, I just began to get more and more creative with them, making them in different fabrics and uh, color blocking and things of that nature, really looking for colorful fabrics. So these are my pretty bag swag tote bags. That's when I started calling them pretty bag swag. And this is, I was inspired with this bag when we went to Florida to Marco Island. And I went in the shop there because my mother and my sister love to shop, which is a good thing. I like people who shop. I'm not a big shopper, but and I saw this beautiful bag, so I wanted to kind of get that same feel. It had a beautiful brocade embroidered
Yeah,
fabric
that
at
is
the
so
top,
pretty.
and so I had some leather, some salvaged leather. So the bottom
Hmm.
of these bags are leather, and the top is this beautiful brocade fabric. And then I made pouches to go with them.
It's
So
such a great
these are
gift.
originally $75 for the set. Um, and so they're on sale for 60. And this is a beautiful sage and blue kind of turquoise flower. And then we have the same style. Let me move Missy here, and I'll take this one too. Then we have the same style in a cranberry. So it's the same design.
Wow, that is so pretty.
And these are, these can be very dressy, or they can be for work, or, they can even be casual. But the
Yeah.
fabrics are really premium and premium style fabrics and leather. And then another fabric that I really like is mud cloth.
That's
This,
my favorite right there.
yeah, this is a beautiful mud cloth bag. I used jewelry, because sometimes I have salvage jewelry that
Oh wow, that's so creative.
that on there just as an accent. And these bags are lined. This is lined in a ultra suede fabric with a pocket, as you can see the pocket,
That is beautiful.
and it has the matching tote.
See, I love that. That's what I'm talking about, girl. You better wear that. You better wear it.
And it has the matching pouch, which has mud cloth on the top and the matching ultra suede brown on the bottom. So I love this bag. You can just put it over your shoulder.
Oh, God. Super
And
chic.
yeah, it's very, kind of
Yeah.
takes you back to the motherland, so to speak. Cloth
Yes.
is something that I like a lot. I wanted to show, mud cloth is from Mali. So it's a traditional Malian fabric that they make. And they make it they boil leaves from
Really?
trees and different herbage. And then they soak the cloth. A lot of times it's cotton cloth that they weave themselves.
Hmm.
And the men usually do the weaving, and the women usually do the painting. So they soak the cloth, which is probably a white or off-white cotton, in this boiling vat of leaves and tree flowers and things of that nature. And then they dump the cloth in there.
Really?
And then they take it out, they sun dry it, and then they use a fermented mud to make the symbols. Like you see these lines and symbols,
Yeah.
they're all made, and then they paint over where those lines are. And you can come up with different patterns. This is another popular mud cloth pattern that will be a bag soon, something of that nature. And this is just beautiful. I can't wait to make something with this. Isn't that
Ooh,
gorgeous?
that is gorgeous. Oh
It's
my
beautiful.
goodness. I
And
mean,
then
listen.
you're used to seeing like the brown colors, but they also make it in lighter colors. So I found this.
Oh, I love that.
Which is
And what is that? Is it a nut? What is that on there?
it's a symbol. It looks like a nut,
Yeah, right?
but I'm sure these symbols, which I have
Means something.
a little bit more study. But
Here I am. Is that a nut? No, Cherie. It has a little bit more in depth than a nut.
it might be a nut. It just might be a nut. Nuts are very important in the natural land. So, but I think I want us to understand where these things come from and the work that is put into making them. I mean, some of these could take from a whole day to a whole week just to make the cloth,
Wow.
for these things. And of course, there are more modern ways of making it. The fermented mud that they use as the dye, basically, that stays in a clay jar for like a year to get its potency, and so that it can have the proper chemical reaction when you put it down on the cloth and react with the leaves, etc. So it's a whole traditional process that's passed down from generation to generation. And now they have more modern ways of doing it, not so much the mud cloth, but the African fabrics, or most of those are being done in Holland now. So, but there's still places like in Ghana where they actually still print. And I'm sure there's several other places where they can print and get the benefit of of their work, and they still do it the old-fashioned way. So
This is one of the things. If you are new to our channel, or you have just somehow come across this live, everything that is sold at the Pieces Collective is handmade, is by local artisans, and everything for the most part has some history to it. So not only are you going to get something that is one of a kind and really unique, but you're going to understand some of the history behind it. And so it's so important that we continue to support our local makers, because just as Akrama mentioned, the fabric alone takes a long time to be prepared, and then it is being hand sewn either by machine or by hand or what have you. And it's really something special. And that's the beauty of TPC. And I need that. Every time I come, you're gonna make my husband's gonna leave me, because every time I come on here,
no, that's his brother. He won't. I'll make sure that he supports me. He told you can buy anything you want. No. He called me, told me. No, just kidding.
That's what. Okay, I will quote you on that. I will quote you on that. But that bag, the last one, is definitely a cherie bag, and I'm making a note because I got to get one of those. So, man, guys, grab them right away.
One thing I also want to say is that we are striving, and maybe we'll talk a little bit about this later, but we are striving to make quality handcrafted things at prices that people can afford.
Yeah.
You could find a mud cloth bag on any site for like $250, easy, but we're not trying to get rich off of the people. We're trying to share what we do. Of course, we need to make money because we got to pay the bills and we got to live. But right. we want to just share the culture and the skills of what we do, and we want to teach other people how to do that as well and how to make things. So,
no, that's well said. I love that. I got to give a little couple of snaps on that, because we're constantly supporting big box business. And you go in there, it's 100 of them, 2,000 of them. You buy one, you go walk down the store, Starbucks, you see somebody with the same thing. But if you really like something that's unique, that has some gumption, that you can really sink your teeth in, go to the website. It's going to be scrolling across throughout this entire program, and just take a look around. I'm sure you can find something between either a bag or some clothing or jewelry or even some other things we're going to get into. But I'm telling you, it is time to just come back to supporting each other. On that note, I am talking about supporting Black Girl Magic. Okay. Right. Listen, because there is a lot of magic up in here. There's a lot of magic over there. So what do we have to demonstrate?
Yeah. We have a nice trio collection, Black Girl Magic collection. We have the mug. We have a cute little zippered pouch that says Black Girl Magic, perfect for makeup, if you wear makeup, or pencils or snacks. Anything.
Oh, she said snack.
Snacks, little candies. Put it
I never thought about that. I can have a cute bag for snacks.
A cute bag for snacks. You can have a cute bag for anything.
But I'm stuck on snacks right now.
All right. And then there's this other really nice Black Girl Magic journal, right? Now, if you're like me, you always need to write something down, and you might have ideas. It could be anything. It could be, I got to remember to get this from the grocery store. And if you're like me, you got a million pieces of paper balled up in your pocketbook at the end of the day, or on your desk or someplace like that. And I have gotten wise that you need one book where you can just write everything in it. And this is a perfect book for that. Another sister gave me this idea, because I'm always coming up with ideas and things that I want to do. And, you just get overwhelmed sometimes. And she gave me the idea, and I used to have lists of to-dos, 25 to-dos. But she gave me the idea to have a future book. So anything that you're not, maybe you need 2 notebooks. You need one for the immediate things you do, or 2 journals, and another one for your future ideas, things that you're not going to put a whole lot of time and thought into right now, but you don't want to forget it. You want to hold on to it because it's a gem for the future.
Mhm.
So I kind of
Mhm.
like that idea. That was from
Yeah.
Tia McCoy, who
No, I like that.
is now the director of Catchfire, which is a company that works with nonprofit organizations to help them with a myriad of things that that we have to do as nonprofits.
Yeah. I love this set. This is a really great gift for any young person in your life, a young woman. You know, she's in college, she's high school. You know, anything. You know, we everyone is drinking coffee or something hot these days. I love the idea of having a future book or just having a notebook handy. I do the same thing. I actually have a notebook that literally says blah 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 on it, and it's my mental dump book. You know, anything that comes to me, I just write it down in there, and then I'll translate it where I need to. And then,
Yeah.
of course, you know, I love a pouch.
Yeah.
Snack.
You can never have too many pouches. And now
Snacks.
there's
I
no
need a snack pack.
snacks. Hey, I want to tell everybody a little bit about the sister whose um, products these are. As you mentioned, most of our things, about 85% of our items, we make here locally with local makers, but a small percentage of them, we have partnerships with global fair trade, women's collectives, and we also support other Black-owned businesses, particularly women-owned business. And this business is called Effie's Paper and Stationery and Whatnot. That's the name. That's the
What
name.
not? I like that.
Whatnot.
The
So,
what not?
so her name is Kaylin Johnson Chandler, and she makes different stationaries, but she also carries this Black Girl Magic. And her stationery, her mugs, everything that she has is about Black Girl Magic. And I kind of relate to her because her name is Kaylin, but so you wonder who is Effie, and Effie is her grandmother. So
Oh,
her
I love
grandmother, who has passed, uh, was a very fly woman, as she would say, but she worked for a greeting card company when Kaylin was a young girl. And so I'm sure that had some influence. And Effie's Paper is a lifestyle brand presenting cool and on-trend accessories for fun at work, stylish travel, and a chic daily life. And she says, our products reflect our belief that the future is female and is being shaped by the power of Black girl magic.
I
So,
love that. I
of
love
course,
that.
I'd like to say, I hope the future is male and female. So, not just. But anyway, Black girl
Yes.
magic.
Black Girl Magic. Can you do me a favor? Can you show us the container one more time, kind of up close and personal?
It's pretty and classy.
Yeah, look
It's
at
got like
that. Wow.
gold trim, gold lettering.
Just imagine you taking that to Starbucks and having them fill that up. You know what I mean? It's
You're
just
making a
that
statement at the same
you're
time.
making a statement for sure. For sure. All right. So Black Girl Magic. I love that. I remember the very first time I saw that. I love that. It's so pretty. Okay. Neck warmers.
Oh, these are one of my favorite things. So we have these sets, the neck warmer and fingerless gloves. I haven't really been too much into fingerless gloves, but I'm starting to warm up to them, so to speak. So the neck warmers I love because sometimes you don't want a big scarf or it's not cold enough,
Yeah.
but you want to keep your neck warm. Thus,
Yeah.
neck warmers. And isn't that nice? You can
That
just
is so cute.
yeah, and it keeps you warm up here. And you could just put your jacket on over it, or your
So
coat over it.
cute.
And I adore it. I think they're really
That's
nice.
really cute. And
So
you can even
make
tilt it
them
to the
more
side a
things.
little bit and
Yeah,
make it
you
a
can
little
do
fancy schmancy.
yeah.
Oh, there it is. There we go. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes, ma'am. I love it.
And then these gloves, and I have big hands, so they fit me so. But these gloves, I can understand, and it's so cute. They have little embroidered flowers on them. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm. Little
gorgeous.
flowers.
Hmm. So I know these come in handy because who wants to always take your glove off and hold it with your teeth as you're scrolling on your phone or to answer your phone or to look something up? So you have these, but then, they can cover pretty much all of your hand, except when you need to use them, use your fingers.
Right.
They're
Those
handy.
are really cute.
They're cute.
Those,
And it's a
again,
nice set.
yeah, those are really, really cute. Makes really great, again, if you're doing stocking stuffers and things like that, they are adorable. I really do like that neck warmer thing because oftentimes all you have to do is cover your neck and the rest of your body is warm.
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
know,
You have
and
to make
I
sure
love that.
that's
Yeah.
covered. And they come in this beautiful lavender as well.
Oh my goodness. All right. So now we got, I'm gonna always ask you to do something crazy every show. You know that, right?
Uh-oh.
No, don't take it off. Don't take it off. So I want you to show them what it looks like. You are on your way to work. I want you to grab one of your pouches, maybe the tan tote bag, and get your little Black Girl Magic mug in your hand, and you are off to the town. Let's see what we're looking like. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, ma'am. Come on. Come on now. Yes, ma'am. Come on now. Are we not ready? Are we not ready? I love it. I can so see you. You're giving me New York vibes. All you need now are the Reeboks and the socks.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I love it. I love it. Absolutely. I love it. So we're going to keep going because we have a lot to cover, and we definitely want to open up for the segment part of the actual wrapping part of this. But we have a couple other items. We're going to talk about some handmade soaps and body butters. Who doesn't like a nice silky body butter? Come on now.
Yeah, this is another one of my favorite things. These are Bami soaps and butters. They're handmade. They're a family business here in the Maryland area, and they've been around for over 20 years.
Wow.
I first was introduced to them by Brother Waib, who makes the butters, and then later met his mother, Bernadette, who makes the soaps. And the soaps, of course, came first. She started making those in her kitchen just to come up with a formula that was good and moisturizing for her skin because she couldn't find anything that was satisfactory. And then she just started making them and using them, and then she started selling them, and then more people wanted them, and then, she gets orders from all over the world. So, and I can attest to that because I used to, when I was at the Baltimore Farmers Market and Bazaar, my tent was right next to Bami, and they had lines around the corner. Repeat business. People love these soaps. They smell wonderful. And these are the Sakura soaps and butters. The butters are nice. They're not as thick. For those of you who use natural or the full shea butter, that's really thick. I've used that before. And then sometimes you get the whipped butters that are very, very creamy, which are good as well. This is kind of like a medium in between that. It's got a lot of, it's got some thickness to it, but it goes on nice and smooth. And this is Sakura, which is a very nice kind of rosy smell. It's delicious smelling. But full disclosure, my favorite scent is lemongrass. So I love lemongrass. And then, in the summertime, it also acts as a natural repellent to
mosquitoes,
right?
Squattos, I like to call them. Yes.
But I had a funny story. I was teaching a sewing class in elementary school at a camp. And I would go in, and we had about 10 or 12 students. And this little boy would come by, and he would sit next to me every day. He would just come by and sit next to me, and I'd be like, okay. And he'd be listening and everything. And then one day he just said, "You smell so good." You smell like lemons.
You hear that, ladies? Listen, the guys love the lemongrass. I'm just saying. just you might want to get you some of this if getting a new relationship is on that New Year's resolution. I'm just saying.
He was so cute though. I just said,
Oh,
"What is he? Yeah, okay, what's he doing? He must. I just thought he, um, you know, thought I was his mother figure or something, or grandma figure. But he just liked the way I smelled.
you like that black girl magic.
Yeah, that black girl magic. Like my son used to told me one time, I was giving him a hug. He said, "You smell like cake."
All right, you're making me hungry between all the snack packs and the cake and everything else. You're making me hungry. All right, now here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So we are now going to show you some really creative ways. And I'm not going to say lazy. Let's just creative ways
Creative.
to wrap product. And like I said, if you buy one of these items and you can wrap it up in another item, it's a 2-for-1. You're actually giving somebody 2 gifts, and you don't have to worry about tape and all that other stuff. So I'm going to show you something that I've already wrapped, and this is what it looks like. This inside is one of the teas that we're going to go in. I'll show you, and I'm going to unwrap this. And what I did was, this is a sari scarf, and you'll see just how large this is. And I made it look like a little head wrap. If you could see the little detail here, I just kind of went around and went in there, and you can see this is the container, and the scarf itself has tassels, and I was able to, after a few tries, I was absolutely able to just make the tassel pop out. But it's not that difficult to do. It's really just wrapping it up and twisting, and I'll show you here. The hardest part was to just turn this around here so I can get it all entwined. But you see, I'm just unwrapping. I want to be careful here. So you can see as I'm undoing it, how I was able to put it all together. And you're gonna die when you see how big this thing is. Look at this. This is actually 2 double-sided. You can wear it on either side.
Yeah, I love the way you made it like a head wrap.
Yeah, I made like a head wrap because this could be worn as a head wrap. Correct me if I'm wrong. Can it be read? Yes.
Sure.
So this is, it could definitely be as a head wrap. All right, here we go. Woo, look at this. This was a lot of fabric. Look at that.
That's some beautiful colors.
Ta-da! But now I'm going to show you this.
That's the tees. Nice.
So imagine getting that little package. Then you get these amazing tees, which I'm going to go into a little bit later. But you also have this fantastic scarf. I mean, I know I'm going to kind of get out of camera here, but look how beautiful this is. And I'm wearing all green, and it still just works. Look at this. Look how lovely this is.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
If
you wanted to do the old school way and just have one going on there.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And look at the detail. Look at the detail here. You can see the lovely tassels.
Mm-hmm.
All of the stitching.
Right.
You want to tell us a little bit about this? I mean, just the design element of it, Akrama?
Sure. Those are very popular. I love those scarves. They're called cantha scarves, and the cantha is the name of the stitch. Those are recycled saris. So what the women do is they lay the saris down flat, one on top of another, and then they just start from the bottom and stitch all the way up in a straight line, like you see those stitches there. So the cantha stitch is just another name. We would call it the running stitch. They call it the cantha stitch. They just leave a little space between it. It's kind of more like our basting stitch. And then the Japanese have a stitch that's similar that's called shishiko. So there's just a lot of different stitches that you have that can embellish your scarves or your products. They make cantha throws that are just beautiful. and hopefully we'll get some of those on our site soon. You have Cantha jackets. I have a Cantha coat, and they're very nice. I love the design.
Yeah. And here's another easier version. If you don't want to go loop for loop, you can actually turn it around and have a very similar effect and then tuck it in and have the tassels come out as well. So this is one way of giving a 2-for-1, a bonus, wrapping it in a wonderful scarf. They have this as a head wrap, as a scarf, and then they have a fantastic gift in the middle. I love this idea.
Very
I
happy.
absolutely love this idea. I love how it's color coordinated.
I
I mean,
know.
I know that just happened, but I know that it's color coordinated. I love that, you know. So let's see what else we can wrap a
Okay.
lazy but creative way.
All right. So we were talking about the soaps and the butters,
Mm-hmm.
and I just take a little tissue paper and wrap the soaps and the butters in the tissue paper, and then we have our wrist bag that we have available.
Oh,
This is really, really simple. This is like my kind of thing, what I would do. And then you just put it in the bag. Have it like that. And then, you could give it just like that. But to kind of make it festive, you can just take,
like put a nice little bow on there.
and put it on the tag there. I could get it to stick. But then,
Or even some really cool ribbon, that would be pretty too. Yeah.
you could even get some, jingle bells if you're, into that thing, or
Good idea.
some red berry poinsettia, or any type of green leaf type thing, and put it on there and give it to people. And then I'm sure they'd be very happy with that. And they have the wrist bag, which I love. I love these bags because they're, hands-free.
That's a perfect bag for the evening. I mean, you could dress that up, you could dress that down. That's really great for like all the New Year's, parties. So if you get that for Christmas, then you're like, oh my goodness, I'm going to this New Year's Eve party. Let me rock this little wristband. I can just put it on my wrist and get my boogie on. But I mean, just think about how cute that is. You get this bag, and that's the gift, right? You're thinking it's amazing, I love it, and then you open it up, and there's something else in there. I'm happy with just getting the bag. I would love that. But just think about how much of a bonus. So guys, if you're out here watching, if you're out there listening, I'm telling you guys, get one of these things. It's super easy for you to wrap. Put something in there for that special person in your life. And I'm telling you, it's the bonus. What you got next?
Okay, so we have our zippered pouches. I love these. I love everything. They're like my babies. This is a zippered pouch. And as you can see, it's a beautiful color, beautiful, colorful Ankara African fabric. And I'm going to take the neck warmer and scarves, and I wrap that up in some tissue paper. And I'm just going to put it inside the pouch. And it fits nicely in there. So this would be nice for a pair of gloves, or you could put if you were giving jewelry or something like that. And I think it's pretty enough just to give like this, to put a little tag and your name on there. But if you wanted to do something more, you could take a ribbon and wrap the ribbon around. Bring it in the front here. Get some tape. So this is a little bit more that you have to do than that one. But
I'm like, oh Lord, I need scissors. Oh, my goodness.
But it's just a little bit to ask for for someone you love and care about. You don't have to worry about getting those corners right. And take that.
Yeah, the corners.
Then again, take another little bow been so long since I've done this. I don't even trying to get these bows to stick. Just take that off and stick it on there like that.
That's cute. I love that. Yeah, I think that's good to go just by itself, Akrama. That's so cute.
Like that, right?
Yeah, that is really cute. And then again, you have something else inside, which is going
Right.
to be unexpected. Mm-hmm.
So you have this beautiful pouch, and then you have a scarf and gloves
I
inside.
love it. I love
So
it.
that looks like a beautiful wrap package.
Love it. Yeah, I love that. That's really cute.
Okay.
And it took no time. So next we got the African head wrap.
Right. So this is the African head wrap, and I took a tea, like the tea. Well, you had the trio set, and this is
I
a
have to
10.
feel that.
Yeah, this is a 10, and this happens to be the tea I'm drinking tonight, which is little berry hibiscus, which is
Little berry hibiscus.
is scrumptious. Okay. So all I did with this is I laid the scarf out, and then I just pulled the edges up around, and I tied it twice at the top. And then, you might see like the can might be like that. So you just have to do a little tucking.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that you learn to do when you wrap your hair. It's all about the tucking when you head wrap too. So you just tuck it to cover it like that. And I think that, you pull these little things out like that. And I think that's pretty just the way it is. But if you want to do something else, you could take a ribbon.
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
Now, I'm not that good at bows, but you can go to YouTube University and they'll show you how to make a perfect bow.
Right, exactly.
I had a sister, Barbara Kay. I have a sister. She's still my sister, but she does all types of decorative things. She's like a genius, and she had a class with us one time on how to make the perfect bow, and it did work even for me. And then if you really want to just stick a little flower down there.
That's lovely. That is so cute.
Ta-da!
I love that. That's super easy to do.
So you have your tea and you have your head wrap.
That is really, man. I mean, another great thing you can use too for a bow are those pull bows. So if you're not really good at pull, just get one of those pull bows, and the magic happens, and you just tie it. I love those things.
You know what I found interesting? I went to Michael's, which is a craft shop. I'm sure they're national. But I went in there and I did not see any ribbon, except for the long, very thin ribbon.
Yeah.
And they all had bows like this, or they had those curly bows that are already made that you can just stick on the package. I think that's where society is going. Things have to be really easy. I'm not, I want it to be beautiful, but I don't want to have to work that hard to make it beautiful. So we have these automatic bows and things like that. And of course, like I said, if all else fails, you can stick some tissue paper in here, beautiful colors, and put your gift in there and just go. Because it's really about, you don't want to stress out or be all anxiety ridden about the gift. It's really about the thought and making sure that the person knows that they're appreciated.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But if you are looking for something different and something creative, and you want to get past the paper with the Santa Claus and the Rudolph reindeers on them, if you wanted to just do something with a little bit more zaza, this is really cool. I mean, I really love wrapping, because you have the most to work with. So I really love having a scarf that I can use to wrap a gift in, and then they could actually use that afterwards, and then the bags and all of that. I think it just works. So guys, give these a shot.
For these holidays, I mean, it's for anytime you want to give a gift, or for Kwanzaa, or for birthdays, whatever occasion that you have to get gift. this is a nice way to do it.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. So, all right. So, this was the lazy way to creatively wrap some things. Now
Yeah.
we get to my favorite part of the show. My favorite part is the TPC tea. What up, girl? Come on, cling, cling. We got to cling, cling. We got to cling, cling. We got to cling, cling.
Yeah.
TPC tea
What are
time.
you drinking today?
So I did the unveiling of this tea trio. So this is the Just Made tea, and this is the purple set. And so I am drinking purple chocolate.
Ooh, really?
Let me tell you. Oh, and also too, just so I had a little bit of ambiance, I am burning one of the candles.
Oh, nice.
So, I mean, let me just tell you what I got going on in here. It smells like all types of chocolate and brown sugar up in here. With my black girl magic,
It sounds like a good combination.
you can't tell me nothing right now. Okay, this is the brown sugar and fig. It smells just like that. I mean, maybe this is why I'm hungry and thinking about snacks, because it smells like a bakery.
Cookies. You can keep cookies in your pouch.
Don't you get, girl. No cookies. And then I have the tea trio, and so this is really fragrant. It comes with it's a scoop spoon. You do need to have an infuser because it's natural loose leaves, but it's really soft and it's velvety. It's really fragrant, and it just tastes so good. I don't have anything in it, no lemon, no sugar, no anything, and it's just
Well, good for you.
And what about yours?
Well, I'm drinking Little Berry Hibiscus, and prior to drinking this, Purple Rain was my favorite. I like berry and fruity teas, so I really love the Purple Rain, but I tasted this and I was like, whoa, this is giving me new life.
Uh-oh. All right. So since we've got you with some new life, I am going to give you the floor, and this is your time to really tell us what we've got going on. Tell us about what you're doing on the weekends now. You hanging out somewhere lately?
Yeah, I've been hanging out at the historic Savage Mill here in Maryland, and it is what it says. It's an old mill that back in the day was operational. It employed the whole town, etc. And then, of course, when mills started to shut down and places went overseas and jobs went overseas, then it kind of lay dormant for a while. But then investors bought it and they turned it into this really cute, quaint mall. And it's gone through a few iterations to where it is now, but now it seems kind of the inside is like a main street. They have little benches where you can sit, and it's beautifully decorated for the holidays. And so they have antiques there, they have art there, they have all types of cute shops there. And the Pieces Collective is at the main kiosk at the historic Savage Mill. And we will be there. We were there last weekend, and we'll be there this weekend, Thursday, what is that, December 8th through Sunday, December 11th. We'll be there from 10 to 6 on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then from 11 to 6 on Sunday. Correction, on Friday, day after tomorrow, we'll be there until 9 o'clock because they're staying open to 9 for shopping under the stars. Okay. And of course, when I first heard that, I was like, really? What's the temperature going to be? Even though we've had pretty good weather here. But the whole inside of the mall is decorated with these beautiful white stars above. So I think that's just what they mean, that we're going to be shopping those stars. And they're just staying open later for people to shop. So it's been a really good time there. I have enjoyed myself. I met wonderful people, wonderful sisters there, and I'm looking forward to this weekend. And then Sunday, that'll be it. But the following Saturday, we're going to be at the third for the holiday bazaar. And that's going to be a ball. That's going to be wonderful. I love the third organization. It is an organization that supports and co-creates with women of color. And we're just going to have a great time there. It's in a lovely location down by the lake in Columbia. So if you're local here, please visit us at the Historic Savage Mill this weekend. And then next Saturday, please come to the third to celebrate with us as we show our wares and our display our things there. And then after that, on the 28th, we'll be at the Harriet Tubman Cultural Center for our final market of the year. And looking forward to that. I didn't even know we had a Harriet Tubman Cultural Center in Columbia, but we do. It was actually it's a historic school. It was the only public school in Howard County that Black children could attend for years. And then when they, after desegregation and integration and all of that, it became a public school. But they just decided to, I think it was in October 16th. I don't know what date, but they decided to make it a cultural center in honor of Harriet Tubman, who is one of my favorite, sheroes. I look up to her, and like whenever I'm challenged with something, I say, what would Harriet do? Because she's the go-to in terms of commitment and following through and selflessness and that type of thing. So that'll be on the 28th. But before we get to the 28th, we have our Pieces Collective year-end celebration right here on StreamYard. So everybody can come all over the country, all over the world. Join us to celebrate the close of another year. We are so grateful and so thankful, and we've been working so hard. We just want to relax and have fun. So hopefully you'll come. All of you out there will come to register. Go to our website, thepiecescollective.org, and register for that big party we're going to have. There'll be prizes. There'll be presentations. We'll have a Kwanzaa presentation. We're going to unveil our signature drink. Sister Charlene Muhammad is going to unveil that. So it's going to be healthy. So whatever you do to it after that, it's up to you. But she presents it, it's going to be a healthy drink, good for you and delicious. So, and
can I bring snacks?
Huh?
Can I bring snacks?
Bring snacks. Yeah, everybody bring snacks. Put them in your pouch and bring them.
I'm so hungry, I swear. I will be there.
Yeah, good.
Yes.
We're happy that you will be there.
Yes.
And last but not least, the Pieces Collective is all about building community. We want to build the community to carry on some of the traditional handcraft work we did that helped us survive in the past, things that our grandmothers and our aunties passed down to us. And we also want to continue that so we can build an economy for ourselves today. And there's so many lessons in this work. It's intergenerational, it's collective. So many things are passed down. So, but we need funding to do that. So you can please go to our website and shop or donate. We are a 501c3 organization. So you can shop, donate, and share. And we appreciate all that you do.
No, absolutely. So everyone, thank you for joining us. This has been a lot of fun. Not only were we, sorry.
I wanted to do a sneak peek. I want to show you all something.
Even I don't know about this. What you got?
Oops.
Oh.
Aren't those beautiful?
That.
These earrings are here. We'll be putting them up
Oh my
This is
goodness.
just, I purchased these myself. I had to be the first one,
I
and
love that.
we have some wood ones too. So we're all about community and peace. So
And
this is
peace.
this is how we're starting off the new year. So
Oh my goodness. All right. So I'm trying to think now because, every episode I'm thinking, okay, what of all the things you have do I want to buy? And I think I need to get that bag. I know that I'm supposed to be buying for other people, but no, I think I'm going to buy it for myself.
yeah, we condone that. We
Yeah.
encourage that. It's called self care. So you can buy something for other people too.
Yeah,
That'd
I
be
do
nice.
that.
I'm looking
Hashtags,
at yourself.
self care. Yeah.
Exactly.
See, I love that you give me permission. See, this is why. See, I got to drink to that because this is why you're my sister. You give me permission. You said your brother said I can buy whatever I want, and I
Yeah,
can have snacks anytime I want, and I can shop for myself.
there you go.
Got a friend for life, guys. This is great. Thank you so much for hanging out with us in our silliness. But you know what? We love to just have a good time as we are sharing the handmade happiness of the community. And when is the next one, Krama? When will we be back?
Well, we're going to be on a little hiatus, so
Okay,
we'll probably be back in January.
January. So we'll let you know when we're back.
Yeah.
But
Tune
if
in,
you are local,
subscribe to the website, and
yep,
then we'll send you the information. We'll have a whole schedule of when these things will occur.
absolutely. But again, if you are local, please stop by the historic Sill Savage Mill. There are some things that Akrama is having on display that you won't find on the website. They are amazing. And if you didn't get a chance to benefit from the Black Friday sale, you definitely want to go down and just stop by and say hi and see what she has. There's some awesome things out there, I'm telling you. And if you really want to support your community and you really want something that's one of kind, you want to catch her while she's there. Thank you. This has been a blast. I am enjoying my tea, Akrama, as always. I had so much fun. And
Peace.
everyone, peace. And remember, happiness is handmade. Bye.